This is the Lockpicker 1969, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to the next episode of Interview with the Lockpicker. Today's guest is CheeseGrits and Nyquil. Say hi.
Yeah, buddy.
So where are you from?
Currently I live in Western Massachusetts. I spent a lot of time in the Midwest growing up. And I've lived coast to coast, but currently I'm Western Massachusetts.
Okay. You mentioned you grew up in you told me Wisconsin, correct?
Yeah, the North Midwest,
Okay.
the North Woods.
Okay. So, all right, I got to ask, what does your name mean, or how is it significant?
I used to it's a fun name. I used to play a lot of online MMORPG type games, and there was one of note known as Star Wars Galaxies, where you assume the role of somebody just in the universe of the Star Wars universe, and as your journey continues, you can get into unlocking the Force and being Jedi and all of that fun
Okay.
stuff. Well, you get hunted quite quite avidly by other players because they're bounty hunters and you're worth credits to them, so they come and kill you. Which when they do, you lose a lot of XP and
Yeah.
things like that. So you put up safe houses, and I had a safe house known as Smack Diddley's House of Cold Cheese Grits and Hot Lager Beer. And somewhere along the way, it turned into Cheese Grits and Nyquil.
Okay. All right. Okay. And how did you get into Locksport exactly?
Um, COVID brought the world to its knees back in like 2018ish. And when we were locked down, I was running out of things to do. I'm one of those people that have more hobbies than I have time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Right there with you.
And because I had so much time, I had to find more hobbies. And I said, you know what? I like doing puzzles. I like playing D&D. Let's pick locks. Let's learn about picking locks.
Okay.
And I found Wild Billiam, I found Bosnian Bill, and I found Lockpick and Lawyer, and that started me on my journey.
Okay. Anybody else on YouTube that influenced that with you?
In the beginning, no. Later on, I found Sandman,
Okay.
and Lady Locks.
Yep. Okay. So, what was your first lockpick set then?
The cheap Amazon,
The Chinesium.
the Chinesiums, yeah. Which I still have one of those picks.
I do too.
I use it. I kept the short hook because it's almost like a crowbar. It's it's industrial.
I use
sure.
out of the Chinesium set. The only thing I still use is really the barb for a broken key extractor, because
Yep.
I've had other ones by other people and they break, and that one just to this day still holds up and just.
They're built like tire irons.
Yeah, they are. So, what did you do? So I'm imagining you eventually grew out of the Chinesium set. So what did you get after that?
Well, short, like it's amazing how fast once the journey begins, like how fast you
Yes.
start to outgrow
Yes.
your skills, you outgrow your locks, you outgrow your tools.
Yeah.
I was trying to find something that was unique, and I was trying to find something that was regarded as a good set of tools, and I came across Mad Bob's,
Okay.
which was out of England. I had to order them. And they're well made. I mean, I wish they had handles and all that, but I bought them, and then about a year later, they went out of business, which I don't understand why, but everybody else stole their profiles.
Oh, okay. Yep.
They've got an amazing selection of profiles that you don't normally see.
Yeah.
And they were designed for the Euro type lock, but I find more purpose for them in just in more irregular locks, I guess.
Okay. So you indicated you spent a lot of time raking and zipping at first?
Yeah, I couldn't get the hang of single pen penning. Like not on any lock, like cheap locks. It didn't matter. I could what they refer to as bitch pick.
Hmm.
I could bitch pick into damn near anything. I could rake into, I mean, within reason. I could rake into anything within reason, like anything you would buy commercially.
Hmm.
um, and zipping into it. I still use those techniques. I just don't focus on them anymore.
Okay. Now, you told me a little something interesting about something you did as a service for people.
Ah, yes. When I first started picking locks, I worked at a university, and everybody has a locker. And the problem with lockers is everybody has a tendency to lock their things in their lockers, keys included. So a guy that I actually got into lock picking, him and I were the resident locksmiths, so to speak, for the workforce. We would open up everybody's lockers for them, and they would lock their keys in there and save them the $8 to $10 and not have to call in the shears to cut it off. It
Okay.
felt good saving people a little bit of money.
Yeah, of course it does. So you, I would imagine that you mentioned that you've moved on from Mad Bob's to some other picks. So what else have you tried?
Um, well, I own a Reaper set from Covert Instruments.
Okay.
I own some Greyhounds. Those were actually bestowed upon me by a fellow picker, because I had never tried them, and I'm quite like blown away at the quality of them. They're quite um, well made. I own some multi pick, and I'm a huge fan of Jimmy Long's. Like Jimmy Long's
Mm-hmm.
been really
Yes.
good. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been good to me. So,
Yeah.
and his picks they perform very nicely.
Yeah.
There's also sparrows in my kit too. I gave away a very large kit of sparrows to a couple people recently just to help them out.
Mm-hmm.
So my sparrows kit has kind of dwindled, but I still use them as well.
Okay. I haven't tried the Greyhounds. I'm not familiar with them. So,
Yeah, I believe they're manufactured by Southern Specialties,
okay.
and Greyhound Lockpick and another lock sporter. He's got some really really interesting profiles. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not a big lockpick snob or tool whore, but um, if you got an interesting profile,
Yeah.
usually there's a real niche
Yep. Yeah.
use for it that it excels at, and I do find he's got a lot of components from some really practical lock picks built into these too. So yeah, they're good lock picks.
Well, we need to get him in for an interview then.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure he would love to be in for an interview.
All right. So you mentioned to me that you're into distatainer locks. So what's that all
Um,
about?
I'm into looking at them. To no joking aside, I've got your standard two-piece Chinese distatainer, inexpensive picks.
Okay.
I've got the Sparrows pick. I've got some modifications,
Yep.
some 3D printed modifications for that.
Yep.
To,
Spacers.
uh,
Yep.
to well, there's spacers and a tension ring and all sorts of stuff,
Yeah. Yep.
um, to make them more functional. Um, I have yet to this day been successful at opening a distatainer lock with it, though.
Okay. The Sparrows distatainer pick, it's pretty decent for some distatainer picking, but you can adjust the collar by just opening up or unscrewing those handles, and
Yep.
then you can adjust it for the right for the so you're getting the first disc properly.
Yeah, it's a well made tool. Like
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
out of all of their when you look at Covert Instruments and you look at Sparrows, there's a lot of like masterpiece marketing happening there.
Yeah.
The research and development teams have that nailed. But this pick is well made, it's well designed, and it's quite. I lack mechanical fortitude to use it
Yeah,
correct.
considering who actually made it for
Yes.
them, yeah, it's made for lock pickers. But
Yeah, it's a well designed tool.
yeah.
And
So
it carries the beautiful quality finish that they like just those little attention to details that make you look
yeah.
at it and go, yeah.
Yep.
And it's half the price of what it used to be. I bought one as a gift for somebody back when it first came out, and it was $100, and
Wow.
now they're $50. So
Yeah, yeah. So what challenges did you face learning lockpicking?
I still face challenges every day. They're all different. They're all very different.
Like what?
Well, we generally start with pen tumblers, and
Yeah.
there is a huge swing in the nuances of picking a pen tumbler from, say, your basic white belt level lock, your entry level master number threes, all the way up through. Um, I got a gold P sitting here. There is a tremendous amount um, of difference just in how you go at those kind of locks.
Hmm.
And then when you start moving into dimple picking and disc detainer picking, like there's a giant learning curve there because everything is different and every lock is very different.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about the community. How were you introduced to it?
Um, my journey into the community was kind of a long one, actually. When I first started picking, it wasn't easy to find. There weren't the online groups necessarily. If they were, I wasn't able to find them. So when I phased out for a few years, I came back in 20 early 2025, late 2024. I started playing with picks again.
Hmm.
I saw a video from Sandman discussing like the challenge patches and stuff.
Yeah.
So I started digging into that, which led me to the discords.
Okay.
And then once I got into the discords, the world opened up and everybody was incredibly welcoming. I found it even sorry, I found it even more mind-boggling is the ones that were on YouTube were extremely happy to welcome me into that rabbit hole.
Hmm. Okay. So Discord. Well, you already mentioned YouTube from before that you had watched a few different people and kind of picked up some others along the way. But
Yep.
did you get involved in Reddit at all or Facebook? I didn't.
I'm involved with Reddit.
Okay.
I, I I do a little like I'm on the lock picking Reddit,
Yeah.
as well as there's a lock sport Reddit, and there's a couple of them. It's not that large of a community on Reddit necessarily, um, but there's also um, other rabbit holes to go down on
Yeah.
Reddit. So
Okay.
it's a good one to be involved in.
Okay. So, is there anything about yourself that you'd like our audience to know that they wouldn't necessarily know just from?
Well, those that know me through the YouTube channel and the interaction there.
Mhm.
Um, that is not necessarily the easiest thing for me to do, to go on, do the live feeds, host the pod chat,
Yeah.
vlog kind of thing. Like that's way outside my comfort level. Um,
But
but
I'll
it's become
I'll
a
bet you're
lot of
getting. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I'll bet you it's become fun and you're getting better at it.
it's yeah, I come across as really comfortable now when I'm doing it, it seems. As it gains traction, I actually got my first round of trolls the other day during a live chat, and oh, they crushed me.
Okay.
I mean, I welcome it. I felt bad for my moderators, um, but they had like a 10-minute rompus room on me, and I'm just cracking up because like here it is, we've made it.
Yeah.
We've made it to troll land.
Yep.
So, um, but like for me, that getting there wasn't easy. Um, and it all started with going after a single challenge patch
Mhm.
that got me into it, and then um, I guess the thing that people don't know about me is I like to be outside my comfort zone because
It
I
pushes you.
grow.
Yeah, you grow.
I grow as a picker. I grow as a person.
Yeah, you push yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah. So speaking of pushing yourself, since you on Discord and all that, you got involved in the belt ranking system. What belt are you at?
I am currently a purple belt. Um, there's a whole group of us that kind of like moved from like white through purple around the same time.
Okay.
And when I hit purple, I said, okay, now I'm going to take a break. Now I'm going to work on that lovely assassin patch from Lockjaw, where you got to pick and gut 3 purple belt locks in 15 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so I started focusing on that, and that's a feat on its own.
Yeah.
And then other people in my little class of 2025 or whatever we want to call it, um, a whole group of them literally went purple and then slammed straight through into brown, and so now I'm like the kid that stayed back a year in high school trying to catch up. Wait for me, guys.
So I want to talk a little bit though about you did the blue belt challenge lock for your for getting your blue belt.
I
Can you
did.
can you talk about that?
Yeah. First off, I would like to say with the challenge locks, they are one of the most fun things you can get involved in this whole sport. Like they're just awesome. For me, my challenge lock, I started with a Sparrow's revolver.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you know what that is.
Yep. Have one.
Yep. I started with one of those because I bricked one early in my lock picking journey. I took it apart wrong and locked the whole thing up. So
Oh no.
tore it apart. Decided I was going to make it into a challenge lock. So I did a night. The lock is called Infinity, from CheeseGrits and Nyquil, and it's got like the maker's mark, like it did a nice acid etching on the lock itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like a revolver, but then there's the face of it has the etching.
Okay.
I made 16 challenge pins for it.
Cool.
Um, Everything from just handmade serrateds to uh, pins that look like Mr. Peanut with crazy dimples in them, like um, and it's pinned progressively so that as you go around it clockwise, it gets harder and harder.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a neat concept. I sent it to Nick Fit, who is the one that got me
Yep.
making challenge locks, and I got like a shout out to him. Like the stuff that guy makes is incredible.
Yeah.
Um, but I sent it to him, and he sent it back with a little bit of feedback about it, and so now I've got it sitting here, and it's waiting to go to somebody else. I think it's going to Chuck Soup. I
Okay.
think,
Cool.
uh, but it is definitely going back out into the world.
So have you made any other challenge locks since then?
I've made two. There's a young sporter by the name of Nico James.
Yep.
That's part of our community.
Yep.
He he was trying to get in. Like it's kind of weird. People say, "Yeah, I'll send you a challenge lock," and then they never do. I find that that's kind of common. So when you find the person that will send you one, it's awesome. And I was that guy for him. I
Okay.
made it out of an Abus 7240,
Okay.
uh, which is not an easy pick
No.
right out the box, anyways.
Yeah.
Um, it's got really small pens, and they're
Yeah.
all
I was
spool.
just gonna say that.
Yeah, they're it's tight. So I made some modifications to the pens, and I named it Nico's Hell, and I sent it to him, and um, yeah, he tied the can to it in about 40 seconds. I
Wow.
said, "Wow, that wasn't much of a challenge, was it?" And then I made one known as Archibald Kenobi's New Hope, um, the Lock Jedi's New Hope, where
Oh,
I took a Euro cylinder and I made a bunch of channels in it and some pens, and then I actually airbrushed a Star Wars scene to the
that's
outside of.
cool.
Yeah, the lock core glows in the dark, and
That's cool.
yeah, it's a neat lock. It's pretty. It's unfortunately I did not use automotive grade clear coat on it, so it is going to take a beating. But the first handful of people that get it will get a very pretty lock.
Very
Got
cool.
It's got planets floating in space and TIE fighters stealthing around and X-wing fighters coming across the face of other planets. Like,
I need to
yeah,
talk. I need to talk to you about maybe some artwork on some challenge locks.
that's the thing we can do.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. I think.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Speaking
We'll
of which,
talk.
I have a giveaway that's starting up from hitting 500 subscribers
Awesome.
on,
Congrats.
on YouTube, where I have a professional artist painting a incredible brass pack lock body for me.
Very cool.
Um, so it's going to be a nice keepsake for whoever wins it.
Yeah. So your YouTube channel, is the original reason to start your channel was that you did the patch challenge?
No, that started my YouTube channel as we know it today. Um, Previously, I originally started it because I was a pyrotech and I was building display fireworks from scratch.
Okay.
And I was using it to document my journey through that. I had met a gentleman who he was in his mid 70s and he's like a twice grandmaster fireworks builder.
Okay.
Took me under his wing in his workshop and started teaching me how to do it all. So I started documenting it, and then somebody reached out to me regarding formulas that I was using,
Okay.
and it struck me odd because that kind of information is readily available if you are,
Yeah.
I guess, educated enough to
Yeah.
look it up. You'll find it.
Are you talking about the different chemicals and so forth that you use to make different
Yeah, the mixtures and that's
colors
what
and
how to make star formulas, how to
yeah. Okay.
make black powder. You like
Yep.
all of that stuff we mix by hand. So
Yep.
um, when people start asking you for this and that, well, this information is quite available. If you
Yep.
really are supposed to be doing this, you would know where to find this information.
Hey, I used to do it as a kid, even. I was
Yeah.
totally into chemistry and learned how to make my own fireworks and stuff and how to do the different colors and yeah, made your make have to make your own gunpowder and stuff from scratch. So yeah, I went through all that too.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, it's readily available information. So if you're going to start bothering me about it,
Yeah.
you probably don't need it.
It wasn't so available 40 years ago.
Agreed. Agreed. And the internet is a marvelous
Yes,
and
it
a evil
is.
thing because of that.
Yeah.
But so I started taking down my building processes. I still, I've got some video, excuse me, videos up there still of some of the devices I've made, which if you're ever trolling through the pages, like they're worth watching. Some of them are pretty cool.
Okay.
But I had to stop putting the information out into the public because
Yeah.
the last thing I wanted was Joe Schmo to end up with three
That
fingers and I'm
yeah,
blamed.
that and people showing up at your doorstep.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, no.
So
So
I want to give you a chance to talk about Western Massacre Locksport too. So
yeah, buddy,
what's that all,
that's all
what's that all about?
rich history now.
Yeah.
Okay, Western Massacre Locksport is it is at this point in time it is just my channel. The show I do basically. The idea behind it was to build a lock sporting community in Western Massachusetts.
Mm.
hence the name Western Massacre. It's kind of a play on words. Come to find out, there's a lot of stigmata attached with that name in this area because of other groups along the way that have adopted that name and done stupid things.
Hmm.
Which Western Massacre Locksport is not affiliated with anybody. It is 100% a brainchild of mine, and we don't do stupid things.
So what is it about then?
um, the group with the negative stigmatas.
No, the Western Massacre Locksport.
Well, eventually it's going to end up becoming a get together group where people can
Oh,
come
okay.
together and do lock picking, and my end game is I would like to push it into a tool chapter at some point,
Oh,
but
cool. Yes.
I got to get the first foothold
Yeah.
first. I got to get the monthly get-togethers going, which
Very cool.
yeah, that's not the easiest thing to get off the ground with
No.
my schedule and all of that. So,
Yeah.
but that's where it's headed.
Okay. So what do you do for a living?
Well, I was a chef my entire life, award winning, and I had an opportunity to move into supervisory work. So that's what I do.
Okay.
Um, I wish it was, if I was still a chef, I would have more exciting things to say about it.
Okay.
Uh, but being on the button up polo shirt side of all of that,
Yeah.
it's less thrilling. But I will say I've been fortunate in my career to work with some amazing chefs. One of them I actually was, when he was young, he was a dishwasher in a restaurant I was a sous chef at, and I got the opportunity to like break him into like line cooking and
Cool.
teach him. He's now an executive chef at the university I work
Very
at, and he
cool.
he is also 2025 Chef of the Year, American Culinary Foundation. Um, yeah, North American Chef of the Year. Like, yeah, he's blown up.
Hey
So,
man, if that's not paying it forward, I don't know what is.
and I see him every day. We're still
Very
buddies, and
cool. Very
yeah,
cool.
it's an awesome thing to be part of. Like,
Yeah.
part of my lineage there has gone on to that. So, yeah.
So, for as many hobbies and interests as you indicated, you have tons of hobbies. Which ones are you into right now?
Well, I'm big into art. I'm big into making jewelry. I'm big into uh, kind of like making my own things. Like I literally designed and I'm printing my own T-shirts that I give out as
Hmm.
giveaways on my
Yep.
channel.
Yep.
Uh,
Did a little bit of that myself.
yeah, it's a blast
Yep.
doing it.
Using vinyl. I never got into silk screening, but
Yeah, I'm using sublimation.
yep. Okay. Yep. Yep.
I do got vinyl cutters and all that, and I can do that. But I've been sublimating lately, and like,
Very cool.
and yeah, it comes out really good.
Yeah.
Um, so there's that. Um, I still game a little bit. Still play a 20-year-old Star Wars game that's probably
You,
hands down the best game that's ever been made.
you using the emulator or?
Yeah, I'm playing through. Right now, I'm on Star Wars Galaxy's Restoration, which is they all kind of like take a different element from the different lifespan of the game,
Hmm.
from release all the way up to like when the game died. There's different changes that happen along the way, so they all kind of focus. All these emulators focus on different eras of that game.
Hmm. Okay.
But yeah, Star Wars Galaxy's emulator is my favorite. However, it's kind of a quiet, dead server now.
Okay.
So I've moved on to one that's a little more active.
Okay. Um. So, do you have any thank yous that you'd like to give to any other lock sporters?
I've gotten pages of thank you.
Okay, let's get
um,
going.
let's start with you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, this is an amazing thing that you do, bringing us together and putting us out there for others to find out about us.
Yep. I
So
enjoy doing
thank
it.
you.
Very welcome.
I
I love it.
Yeah, I guess like in the very beginning, Mountain Mick was my dude. Like him and I got it into the YouTube and
Awesome
kind
guy.
of started working the belts all at the same time.
Yep.
Um, so him and I got pretty close. He's kind of inactive right now, but hopefully we see him back real soon. Um, and then as the list goes, we've got Spicy. I don't know if you know these names or not, but Hobbs, Broke Picks, G Keyman.
Broke, I know. He's a neighbor.
Yeah, Broke Picks, G Keyman, Nola.
Yep.
Um, I've got Wild Billiam, Chuck Stoop.
Yep.
Um, all of those guys have made a massive difference in what I do right now currently.
Okay.
Keyman is probably my go-to for complex things, along with Spicy. They're both very, very talented lock pickers.
Yep.
Um,
G Key
as
Man's
well as
G Key Man's also a neighbor along with
yeah,
C Stu Do.
he's a Tundra guy. See, Stu Do
Yep.
is another one.
Yep.
Like a whole group of them up there, like trying to stay warm together.
Yeah.
um,
Right along with them.
Nick Vitt locks. I want to
Yep.
thank him for getting me into challenge locks.
Amazing guy.
Just my community. I've got Swamp Picker. I got Grouchy Lenny. Both of them were on my pack leader challenge team.
Yep.
Rusty Spoon. We all love Rusty Spoon.
I'm hearing a lot of names of people that haven't come forward yet to be interviewed. So
Well, there we go. Like this is their calling. Hopefully they listen to this.
yeah.
Eagle Lock Picking, another guy that got into it not all that long ago. That huge progress. Now a brown belt, setting multiple lock pick speed records. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks to him for helping me out with things. I've got labs. I got Nico James,
Yep.
Lady Locks.
Yes.
I don't get on her feeds as much as I would like to because I'm working when she goes live most of the time. Logic Wizard is another one that does big things for me. Helps me out with a lot of big projects that I'm doing. And on that note, I need to thank the Lockjaw Company. I need to thank Packlock Company because both of them have been very, very kind to me.
Cool.
Packlock donated a brass body that I actually have being painted up for my giveaway right now.
That's cool. Very cool.
And Crow Llama was the first person to ever give me a shout out on their channel. So, like all of those little things are memorable. How insignificant they seem, they're memorable and they make a difference.
They do. They do. So I was going to ask you. You mentioned wanting to mention someone that isn't a lock sporter for a different reason.
Well, I do have. I've got some artists that I would like to mention just because they've made a huge impact in my world, and they, depending on what your interests are, they can make a huge impact in your world. There is one that is a lock sporter. I got him into it. He's a newcomer. Stephen Leahy, amazing artist. He's the one that's actually painting the pack lock body that I'm gonna give away. But he does things like paints F-14 Tomcats on dog tags.
Cool.
And they look like photographs. Like he's such an amazing artist. But outside of that, there's Scott McKay from Airbrush down in Dirty Tricks. He's just a custom painter that I like. But sometimes when you're bored and you want to watch something, he runs a channel with a great live show, as well as Steve Leahy does.
Hey, if you can give me some links to both of them, I'm happy to put them in the description of this video.
I absolutely will.
Yeah. All right. So Last question before we wrap up. What?
Oh, well, sorry.
Oh, did you have more thank yous?
I got one last
All
one.
right, all right. Let's hear it.
This is
Let's
a
hear
big one.
it. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, no, no. Well, like the name list is so kind of thrown together here.
Yep.
Elroy's Toys.
Yep. I've been
He's
seeing a lot
also
of
one.
him.
He's one of your neighbors. Somehow he got a hold of the keys to hell, and he's let all these locks out into the world from
Yeah.
hell.
Good.
He's doing amazing, tremendous work in this world. And if you're a lock picker and you're new and you're trying to get into challenge locks, or if you're seasoned and you like doing challenge locks, get a hold of Elroy's Toys. Um, the man makes them in all shapes and sizes, and they
Well,
are absolutely top of the line.
I'm going to put it out there to Elroy's Toys. Get in touch with me. If you're a neighbor, how close are you talking about? You talking about Michigan or?
Yeah, like with G Keyman and
Okay.
Broke Picks, and oh yeah.
Then if he's into challenge lock making, I just might have a whole bunch of stuff for him. So get in touch with me.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad I didn't miss him, because like he's doing huge things. So like
Yep.
he needs to be. We need to pay attention to that.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to the stuff he's posting out on Discord. So
Yeah,
definitely.
he's making some fun stuff.
Yep. I didn't realize he was a neighbor, but now that I know that,
Yeah, oh
yeah.
yeah,
Hey, get in
he's a
touch with
big
me.
name.
Get in touch with me. So, all right, all right.
Cool.
So, all right. Last question before we wrap up. Then,
Sure.
what is your favorite thing about Locksport?
Um, I want to say like everything. Everything's my favorite thing about Locksport, but that's too generic. Really, the community, being
Mhm.
involved with the community, doing
Yeah.
things that make the community interact. Like I did a giveaway where you had to build a challenge lock and send it out, which you could use that for your blue belt project.
Yep.
Um, that put 12 new challenge locks in the world and gave multiple people their project for their blue belts. Like I
Yep.
like doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's fun to see people get involved with it, and it benefits everybody. And the
Definitely.
community is just so wonderfully accepting of everybody and
Yes.
everything.
Definitely.
That's really my favorite part about it all.
Definitely. So, do you have a final message you'd like to give to our audience?
Um, yeah, I want to say thank you for the support that everybody's given me. And like if anybody wants to hang out and pick some locks and get a hold of me, I'm very open to meeting and hanging out with everybody. And those that are new, keep at it. This can be frustrating in ways that you never even understood. But it's a good way to learn about yourself as well
Yeah.
as how to pick locks. So
Yeah, definitely.
this has been a very personal journey.
Yes, it is.
I find, and I'm glad I'm on it, and I'm happy to see other people on it as well.
Definitely. I want to thank you for doing this interview. Had a great time chatting with you, and we had quite a few laughs, I thought. So
Yeah, but
I enjoyed that very much. Um, with that, so you gave me a ton of names of people that hey, I want to hear from y'all. Sounds like there's a lot of new people that need to get interviewed here. So
there's a bunch of people. I think there's a lot of people that are waiting for something. Like I heard somebody say, "Oh, I want to get my blue belt first,"
gotcha.
and yeah, like if you're waiting for something before you move forward, and it like
Mhm.
you'll never get where you're going.
Well,
So
let me put it this way. It's less about your accomplishments in this interview process as much as it is us learning about who you are. If somebody comes along and they, let's say they're just beginning their journey, but they got an interesting story they want to share, maybe, or interesting hobbies and interests that they can share with other people, we want to hear about that. And there is nothing stopping anyone from doing a follow-up interview later on down the road when you've had more achievements you'd like to talk about. You've gotten a higher belt ranking. Maybe you've done more challenge locks, some other special project, whatever. It doesn't matter. Always happy to do follow-up interviews. Always. So
Yeah, and being on the show is absolutely a blast. It's a great
good.
time.
Good.
Yeah. No, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I enjoy doing this very much, and I'll continue to do it as long as people keep coming. So with that,
And we,
I'm going to wrap this up. If you are a subscriber, thank you. If you are not yet a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications and all, and hit like on the video. And thanks for listening or watching.